You all ever just come out in your garden and even though you've got so much stuff growing, you get a little discouraged at certain plants? I've got a few of those. Let's talk about this because it's perfectly normal as a gardener. And if you're a new gardener and you're feeling these emotions, let's talk about it because it's absolutely okay. Okay, so I'm standing here and I just walked out the door and I'm looking at these two tomato plants. One has absolutely been devastated by something that I have not caught. The other one is putting on tomatoes. Now, I should be just happy about the ones putting on tomatoes, but I'm a little bummed because of the other one. And this bed is going through that new bed phase where stuff grows and then stops because the soil is not aged. It's not got all the nutrients where everything's breaking down in it and dealing with growing pains, to be honest. But let me show you what I'm talking about. So look at this tomato plant, y'all. 2 weeks ago this thing was fine. I had it under the shade cloth right here, remember? It was doing great. Those squashes that were over there were doing great. Then all of a sudden, they just stopped. Now we look over here on this one, and you can see they're putting on little tomatoes. Nothing crazy. But that plant looks pitiful, y'all. Both these tomato plants just look terrible. And I was out here last night, and I was walking over here thinking, hey, I might actually be excited because I have been wanting to grow these white scallop squash forever. I'm talking years, y'all. Years. I cannot grow them, right? So my mission for 2024 was to finally grow these squash. In spring, I put them out here, super excited, had mothball water all around the plants to keep the vine borers away. And the plants just didn't do anything at all. So then I was like, okay, well, hey, it's going to be fall soon. Plant them again in the fall. Less pest pressure, etc., etc. Y'all. All right, here on this zucchini plant. Look at just the state of that thing. Yeah, it has some blight on it. But that one flower is the only flower this thing has produced. Just bumming me out. And then right beside it we got these lemon cucumbers, and look how good those things look. Right here by these Kahari melon vines, we got little baby Kahari melons growing right there. They'll pollinate and pop up. Coming on over though, these white scallop squash plants, this just totally bummed me out. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look at this. Look at these plants, y'all. Just absolutely pathetic. And then right beside it, look at that. Indian snake cucumber. You know, that's over probably 13 inches long. In fact, I'm going to harvest that at the end of this video. That thing is done growing. But look at that. We got, right next to these things, we got life growing. And if you look up and over, we got green beans hanging everywhere. And regular beans starting to hang. But right here, nope, those things won't do anything. So the definition of being disappointed and discouraged is this right here. Like, I don't get it. I cannot grow squash at all. And I love squash and zucchini. I just can't grow them. Drives me nuts. I'm not going to give up on them. But these are the times when you start to get really discouraged. When you're trying to grow something, you've done all your homework, you've got the right soil in, you've amended, you've got, you know, the pests aren't there, and you still can't get these doggone veggies to grow. I don't get it. If any of you all have any suggestions on growing those squashes, those white scallop or yellow scallop, whatever the scallop squashes, man, please drop some knowledge in the comments. Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help and build up everyone and encourage, but there are times like right now where I am very discouraged. I'm really upset about this. I take gardening very serious. I know I'm a goofy dude and I'd like to have fun out here, but in all honesty, you spend so much time in the garden. You spend so much time researching and buying stuff and investing your time and your blood, because Lord knows I've cut myself enough times out here. I've definitely put my pint of blood into the ground. You know what I mean, though. You spend all that time and effort and energy and excitement, and that's what you get? Really? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I have grown these things in different places all through this garden. So it's not a sun issue. It's literally the same result, and I just don't get it. When I got friends over in Louisiana who can grow these things, but I can't grow them here. Now, one place I haven't tried them is right over there. Or I haven't tried them in this bed. But as you can see here, those okras that I planted the other week, last week, are growing. And these little beans, these zipper beans, are starting to come up. Not all of them, though. I'm a little bummed out about that. But I've never tried to grow these squash over here. So maybe I'll do that right there. Maybe I'll throw some squash in right there as the heat's starting to go down and try it. These jugs are mothball water, so the coloration, I know it looks off-putting, but it's just really old water. You know what, y'all? Maybe I'll throw some. In fact, I don't have any more of those seeds. Okay, so my mission tomorrow is to go get some seeds, or I'll have to order them if I can't find them, and I'll plant some right there. Because you know what? I've got squash growing right here. These are squashes, not those scallop squashes, but those are still squashes next to these tomatoes that are doing good. Hopefully they'll put on fruit and grow. Look at these beautiful cosmoses, y'all. Just gorgeous. But I don't want this video to be a downer, but I'm a little down, I'm not gonna lie. I really thought in this time of year those things would really take off and just be producing. Like these okra behind me are just going nuts. These eggplants are doing good. I've got these gombo, I believe is how you pronounce these gombo eggplant. And look at this right here, I just saw these. So I've got beans, volunteer bean plants in this eggplant bed that I didn't catch. Not gonna complain about it. These are red ripper cowpeas. Can't get rid of those things. I guess once you plant them, you're always gonna have them. I don't know. But now look at the size of these okra behind me. These things are nuts. These are those Louisiana 16-inch pods that I got from Baker Creek. Things are going nuts. These asparagus beans right here that I planted in the spring are coming back on again. I mean, look at that. It's actually time to, I need to actually harvest these. I mean, look at those beans, y'all. Things are huge. I mean, look at that. Crazy. I got sweet potatoes in this bed that I did not plant, that I obviously missed during the harvest, and look at those things. They're doing great. Of course, the corn that I planted is not a single corn stalk has produced. So again, there's another crop that just makes me super sad, like bummed out, because I couldn't grow corn last year, and apparently I can't grow it again this year. I don't know. These blue Hubbard squash that I planted last week should already be popping up out of the ground, out of these two bins, and they're not doing anything. So again, not trying to be a Debbie Downer, just keeping it real with y'all. I know I'm always smiling and having fun out here and trying to build everybody up, but this is one of those days where I'm just going to let everyone behind the curtain and show you. I'm definitely discouraged. But it's all right. All of us together, We'll get through all these ups and downs because that's gardening. It's just part of it. I know this, but I wanted to be real and show you all that even people on YouTube that, you know, always show the happy smiles and stuff, go through these times that we all go through when you garden. When you're just praying for an amazing harvest and you're hoping that all that blood and sweat that you put out there into your garden, that sweat equity, is paid back to you in every single thing that you plant. Well, it's not reality, y'all. It's not. If you're a new gardener or a brand new gardener, or if you're researching to learn about gardening for next year, this is part of gardening. Being disappointed, being upset, and literally at the exact time being so excited because you've got because look at this, y'all. We got beans hanging. Look at that. Look at these right here. We got beans back here behind me hanging. We got these lemon drop peppers that are still growing. Got beautiful cosmos everywhere. Got okra coming out my ears. Got this beautiful lantana over here. Let me show you all that. Because hey, if you're going to be a new gardener, you need to also have flowers in your garden to bring in the pollinators. It's not just all about the veggies. I mean, look at those beautiful lantanas, y'all. I know this section is overran, but look, we got purple and white, yellows and pinks over here. I mean, just a gorgeous color palette, right? And lantanas are good. They're hard to get rid of. Once you plant them, pretty much you're going to have them. But that's all right. But if you're new to gardening, the ratio should be about 30% flowers, 70% veggies. Now you can adjust that a little bit, but you need to have a lot of flowers in your garden for sure. Because you need to bring in all the pollinators that you can possibly bring in. Okay, so this is kind of a downer video. No, it's not a downer video, it's a realistic video. We all go through this. It's just part of it. But anyway, hey, I'm gonna let you all go. I just wanted to just be real with y'all for a minute. I guarantee if you've been gardening long enough, y'all know what I'm feeling right now. We know how to work through it. Drop your comments below. Tell us all about something a plant that you just have a hard time growing, or a plant you were so excited to grow and it just doggone thing wouldn't grow, or you know, some stories. Let's communicate here on this amazing gardening community that we are building here on this channel. So everyone, take care. God bless. Continue to shine bright, which I'm trying to do right now. Harvest hard. And I'll talk to you all again in the next video. Bye. Okay, so that is definitely something to be excited about. These things are so good. But I just noticed this when I was sitting right over there, still looking at these doggone squashes. Now, this kind of thing right here does not get you excited about gardening. Y'all, you're doing the wrong hobby. All right. Got my first Kajari melon growing right there. Another one. Oh, look at that little lizard right there eyeballing me like I owe him money. A little goofball. Oh, got another little melon right there too. Okay, so even with all the other stuff at the beginning of this video, this stuff right here really gets me happy. Now I'll show a picture of what this little melon right here will hopefully turn into. And if you're curious about how these things taste, I did a harvest and taste on these last year. I'll put that link up right here. And y'all, just enjoy being in the backyard, in your garden. Understand you're going to have your ups and downs.